All aboard and welcome to our podcast, Goddess Ships. Tonight's topic is to continue to in our Black History celebration is Black music and entertainment. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued support and welcome back. And for those of you who are just joining us, welcome and we hope to see you again. Goddesses and guys, remember that we are available wherever you listen to your podcast, including Spotify and iHeartRadio, and you can always watch us here on YouTube. I am Keely, the soul snatching goddess. The fat goddess says she will be running a little late this evening. And I think Floyd God was having a few technical difficulties, so he will join us shortly. All right. So tonight's episode, like I said, is in honor of Black History Month and Blacks in entertainment. So I just wanted to start out by looking at the entertainment industry as a whole, and then once my co-hosts come on, they can jump in. So in terms of percentages of Blacks in the industry, in the entertainment industry, Black actors comprise of 12.9% of leading roles in cable scripted shows. And the numbers behind the scenes are not very encouraging. And that's where the money at, y'all, is behind the scenes, whether you know it or not. Yeah, we get paid, people get paid a lot of money to be in the spotlight, but them back executives and the people behind the scenes is making the decisions, they get the big bucks and they do the least amount of work. So if you want to go to school for it, this might be what you want to go to school for. But anyway, and then people don't know who you are. So you have all the money, you get to mingle with the celebrities, but you don't have everybody in your business. Think about it. It makes sense. But anyway, women and people of color have made progress in powerful roles, but we're vastly still underrepresented. Women are less than 22% of directors and 33% of film writers. And both male and female people of color represent 30% of directors and 32% of film writers. There's been a lot of progress for women and people of color in front of the camera. But let's talk about some of these other percentages. Network heads, 92% are white, 68% are males. Women held 28.6% of show creators titles for digital programming and 28.1% for broadcast and 22% for cable. People of color were 10.3% of digital scripted show creators and 10.7% of broadcasted scripted shows. Only 24% of credited writers on broadcast and digital cable shows are Black people. Y'all, we can write. We can tell stories. We tell it in the best way all the time. We are the best. So get on over there and start learning how to do this stuff. Make y'all money. But anyway, so now I want to jump into us making a little history. So, I know the Grammys just happened a little while ago. So at the first ever Grammys, the legendary songstress Ella Fitzgerald and her band leader Count Basie both became the first African Americans to win a Grammy Award. Each of them took home 2 awards that night, and she was the first woman to simultaneously win, African American woman, I'm sorry, to win a Grammy and multiple Grammy Awards in the same night. So until recently, Aretha Franklin was the reigning queen of R&B and had 18 Grammy wins and 5 recordings in the Grammy Hall of Fame, a Recording Academy Lifetime Achievement Award, and a Grammy Legends Award. But as we all know, this past Grammy Award season, Beyonce took that and made Grammy history. She has a total of 32 Grammys, the most of all time. Let's talk about the Oscars a little bit. So for the first Black artist to win an Oscar was for her role in Mammy. And she also won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress and the first African American woman to win an Oscar. Cicely Tyson is an entertaining icon and a living legend with a career spanning over 6 decades. She's the first Black person to star in a primetime drama in the 60s. She made numerous times of history where she did acting performances and she broke records, paving the way for Black women in entertainment. In 2018, she became the first Black actress to receive an honorary Academy Award and was inducted to the Television Academy Hall of Fame in 2020. Angela Bassett. She is also a notable name that made history in 2021 when she became the highest paid Black actress in TV history, earning $450,000 per episode on the hit drama 911. And I believe my co-hosts are here, so give me just a second. Let me add them in. Looks like y'all came in right at the oh.
That sound like them goons used to be on Popeye, don't it? Like, work at you. Sound like them goons. Alice the Goon, work at you. I don't know what happened. I was trying to get in, and it was saying that my devices or something wasn't working. So I was like, let me, because I use my desktop. So I had to like reset it, like restart it, whatever. I don't know. And I guess the computer was like, it's Black History Month, nigga, we ain't letting you do nothing. So I was like, all right, then. So here I am. But hello. Hello.
I took it off. I got an echo, so I'm gonna have to go back.
Is it me? But you didn't have no echo. I was listening to you on the phone when I was trying to log in, and you didn't have no echo. Ain't that a damn shame? Okay. Well, I don't know. You on your computer?
Phone.
Damn.
One more week of my computer.
It ain't that bad. Oh, yeah. Maybe you turn the volume down on your phone. Try it now.
No, I still hear it.
Is that me, though? Because when I talk, I hear like an echo.
I don't hear one when I'm not muted.
Oh, well, damn.
Oh, that's bad.
All right, then. All right.
All right, well, I've just been giving a little history, so if y'all want to jump in on some Black stuff, y'all can.
I heard you. I heard you. So y'all ladies first. Go right ahead. I'm going to pour me some of this motherfucking juice right here. While I'm doing what y'all doing.
That guys, because I'm echoing.
Oh, what am I saying?
What did you say?
I said, what am I saying?
You can talk about the topic so I can mute and try to correct the stuff on the back end.
Oh, okay. I didn't really have besides I picked some people and some movies that I like. Tems. I think I'm saying it right. TEMS. I got those. Here. I wonder if I should.
Well, damn. I guess they all having technical difficulties. So tonight's episode is supposed to be about Black entertainers and Black movies, since we're doing Black History Month. So this is just one of the many topics that we're going to have for this month. If you all want to chime in and talk about what some of your favorite Black movies or entertainers, feel free. We always tasked to create a list. So I'll just read off some of the people that I have. I came with some of my favorite entertainers, movies. So one of my favorite entertainers, which I feel is like the greatest comedian of all time to me, is Redd Foxx. I'll follow Redd Foxx since I was a young man. I used to sneak and listen to some of his comedy because my mama wasn't going to let me listen to that. So I was a Redd Foxx fan, big Redd Foxx fan. One of my favorite stand-ups is a video in a plain brown bag, or I think it's a plain brown bag. And he like drinking out of a cup that's made out of breast, and he like real raunchy. It's like the greatest shit you ever see. Angela Bassett, and the B is for big asset. But anyway, I love Angela Bassett. I also love her husband though. Let's keep it real. I love Courtney Vance, their marriage. I think they have a beautiful marriage. It's one of the most underrated relationships in Hollywood, where, you know, they always downplay like Black relationships. So I think Angela Bassett and Courtney Vance's relationship is great. She's a great actress, from Tina Turner to this new stuff she did with the Wakanda Forever. You know, she has a plethora of movies that she's done. But Angela Bassett is one of my favorites. Lawrence Fishburne, all the way back to Cornbread Earl and Me. Y'all killed Cornbread. Y'all ain't do nothing. A lot of y'all didn't know he was in that movie. That was him. Especially liked him in New Jack City. Thought he was the most gangster motherfucker I'd ever seen. Anyway, I'm from Chicago. Y'all might not agree, but I have R. Kelly on my list as entertainers because I still listen to his music. What he did in the bedroom ain't got nothing to do with what he did in the studio. I still listen to it. I enjoy his music. So R. Kelly is one of my favorite entertainers. Brother James Brown, what he did on and off the stage was absolutely amazing. What he did for our people in our community, a lot of people don't know. I actually, when I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I was putting together some of the people that I like, I did not know that Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, had did a documentary about him. I think it's called Stand Up. I might be wrong. So I'm going to have to look at that myself because I'm a James Brown fan. One of my favorite albums by James Brown is actually the Black Caesar soundtrack for the movie Black Caesar. I'm really into like old Black movies and stuff. So Black Caesar was like one of the greatest soundtracks I've ever heard in my life. And Above the Rim is a close second, I know, right? Once the ladies get back on here, I'm going to fall back because it was supposed to be ladies first. LaWanda Page, y'all may know her as Aunt Esther, another comedian.